It was our first season. It was the episode where you ate foot soup. And we were shooting this scene where Zoe and I were examining this woman on the bed. Zoe has, stethoscope up to her chest, and she's saying all this very serious stuff, and the stethoscope was still around her neck. Watching her like, your heartbeat's amazing.
Paul's just aching to dying to say, not classically trained.
I gotta say, I think she is classically trained, so it's...
I just never say it every chance I get.
And to use that one yet now?
So this is not a serious question, but it's something that's bugging me for about 5 seasons.
Only accept serious questions.
Very serious. Who actually owns the house that Bo and Kenzie dance at?
Prodigy Pictures. It was, actually when we shot our pilot, which was episode 8 in season 1, we shot in a house. It was a very cold, drafty house, and then they rebuilt it when we went to series in a studio. So it was all in the studio.
The Dow was actually also a real bar.
It was. Yeah. And then we built that in the studio. Yeah. I go all the time.
Hi.
His name's Ian Brock. He's brilliant. Hire him if you can.
Okay, first off, you guys are all amazing actors. On this show, you go through a range of comedy and, very emotional, intense scenes. So my question is predominantly for Ksenia and Anna. Over Hale's death scene, that was such a well-acted, beautiful scene. It was so emotional. Is that something you had to prepare for far in advance, or did it affect you afterwards? I mean, it's such a beautiful scene. Thank you.
Poor Anna, her poor arms were purple. I mean, because I'm hitting her, how many takes we did, she was such a champ. That was a really hard scene to film for me anyway, the lead up to it. It was that whole day, we did that fight sequence, and then that scene was at the end of the day, and it was a really tough one. And just that dynamic between Bo and Kenzie, and the physical sort of violence of it, it was a tough one.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it did a beautiful job, obviously. For me, it was a little strange because I came in so late in the day. All this stuff had been going on. I just kind of came in and did the last part, but the energy in the room was pretty incredible. So it was a really nice scene to shoot. Tough, but nice.
Hilarious.
Hi guys, huge fan. I've actually talked to a lot of you already, but I have 2 questions. One is for Rachel and Anna. How was it working with Linda Hamilton? And then second is for everyone, do you guys have a favorite guest star that you've had on the show in the past that you guys wish would come back, had come back in the final season?
Are we allowing 2 questions?
Get out.
But I have such a great voice!
Working with Linda was awesome. She's so down, genuinely so down to earth. But it's funny because she'll be telling stories that are just part of her life, and she'll be like, oh yeah, and then Jim was saying to Arnold or whatever, you're like, oh, James Cameron and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Cool, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I loved working with her, and it was really fun to have her back again this past season, which I don't think is aired.
She was a really cool lady, and she was so warm and friendly. But I actually
Can't
did,
fire me now.
I did a fight with her. You've done a fight with her too, right, Roland? So I did a fight with her because it was a zombie episode. And I know why Linda Hamilton looks so fierce on camera is because she actually kicks your ass. So while we were shooting, you know, we try to be really safe about fights and we have stunt coordinators and all that kind of stuff, but we were shooting and she was pushing me really hard. So I sort of naturally retaliated and I knocked her on her ass so hard, which pretty much traumatized me for the rest of the day. She was okay, but let me tell you, that's why she looks so fierce. She's pretty darn fierce.
I'm glad you knocked Linda Hamilton on her ass. That's great.
It was shocking. George, yes, George Takei.
I like George.
Yeah, he was awesome. Aaron Ashmore, he played